Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is the review of the predictions that I put out on the weekend of all the games. I think it was week 34. We're just going to have a quick run through, see the games I got right, see the games I got wrong, and then we'll talk about the 3 games midweek. We've got 2 tonight and 1 tomorrow, so we'll talk about them as well. Week 28, them are the games that I've missed, so we'll run through a quick 3 of them games, and we'll also go through the games that I predicted and see if I was close, and let me know if you was close as well. So the first game we kick off, we went with Palace West Ham. I went with a 3-1 Palace. Unfortunately, I didn't watch this game, which seemed pretty much the best game of the week, which ended 4-3 to Palace. What a good game, eh? What a win for Palace. West Ham needed the win, but Palace in the end just too good for them. And then we move on to Brighton versus Wolves. I predicted a 2-1 Brighton, and they absolutely pumped Wolves 6-0. What a game. Saw the highlights. Wolves just, there was parts of the game where they thought they could have got back into it, and in the end, too many mistakes. Just they look up for it. What have they got to fight for, Wolves? That's why I think they didn't really care. They didn't really show up. But it's give Brighton a lot of confidence going into the game against Man United on Thursday night. So yeah, well done Brighton, 6-0. Nowhere near that. Got the win, but not the score right. Who else predicted that? Let me know in the comments down below. Then we move on to Forest Brentford, which I had down. Well, Brentford Forest again, which I had Brentford winning 2-0, and in the end it ended 2-1. So I wasn't far off. I knew Brentford would come away from the win. Just being at Brentford, it's an hard ground. So yeah, Brentford getting the win. Forest needing them wins now, So, and then we move on to Man United Villa. I predicted 2-1 United. Could have ended that way. So many opportunities for Rashford, Mr. Sitter. But it happens in football. At least we got the win. If we would have got the draw, the loss should have been a bit more critical. Could have finished these chances. Villa nearly scoring in the 90th minute. Just wasn't meant to be for them. Man United, the only team to stop them scoring since Unai Emery has joined them. So take some positive. Another clean sheet for David De Gea, and yeah, takes a bit of confidence into going to the Brighton game. Not too much because it was only a 1-0, but we move, and then we move on to Fulham City. I had it down as a City literally walking off the park with them. That was my opinion. I did not see Fulham even scoring. I had 4-0, ended 2-1, and in my opinion, I still think, like I said on my last video, Fulham should have had a penalty. A daylight robbery, honest to God. I still look at it now and think, how was that not a penalty? But it wasn't given, so Man City walk away with a win 2-1. I had it as 4-0, and they only won 2-1, so big up Fulham. Then we move to Bournemouth Leeds. I had 2-0 Bournemouth, and in the end they won 4-1. So no, Bournemouth needed that. Leeds needed a win. I just thought Bournemouth a bit at home. Got the fans behind them, going to fight for the relegation battle. I just think they had more to prove at home, so that's why I went for them winning. And then we move on to Newcastle Southampton. I had 3-0 Newcastle, and in the end it ended 3-1, so I wasn't far off. Southampton getting the goal first. Literally when I saw that, I thought, maybe it's a chance for Man United to absolutely get third place and seal it. But Newcastle, Callum Wilson, you can't stop him at this rate, coming on, scoring straight away. So fair play to Newcastle, keeping up the good work. And then we move on to Liverpool Spurs. Spoke a bit about it on yesterday's video, but we'll cross it out. I had 2-2, ended 4-3, with Spurs not doing as good. going 3-0 down under 15 minutes. Liverpool, I thought they was the team at home that could see out wins, and they're just. It's like teams score goals and then just sit back and just and then they get one back and they're like, oh yeah, we're still 2-0 up basically, and then it's 3-2 and then it goes 3-3. And if it were for Lucas Moura doing, God knows why he's passing back there, not a clue. But it ended 4-3. Jota getting the winner. Well done. Richarlison looking like a clown. That's why you don't celebrate too early. I understand celebrating a winning goal. It's all the emotions. His first Premier League goal for Tottenham, but he just got made out to look like a clown, really. So, but yeah, we move. Great win for Liverpool, fighting for 5th place. So they needed that. Then we move on to Leicester Everton, which I predicted a 2-1 Leicester, and it ended 2-2. Two teams fighting it out. It was a great game. James Maddison missing that penalty, that could have set Leicester up, but went down the middle. Pickford saving it. Just wasn't meant to be for them. But a 2-2 draw. They go on to the next one. They just got to fight that little bit harder now and make sure they win these games coming up. So that ended 2-2. Then we move on to Arsenal-Chelsea, which was last night. I thought they was going to dominate these. I said it before. I said it in my predictions 2 videos ago that Arsenal was going to wipe up these 4-0. And it could have been more. I do believe it could have been more. Arsenal just... Again, it's like a team that goes 3-0 up and they just couldn't put the game to bed. There's just you almost felt Chelsea was going to score in the end, and then they did, and then Chelsea just went they've got no. I hear fans saying their players have gone on the beach and this, and I you can't disagree with them. I honestly I don't know how players can justify playing like that with travelling fans, going to a London derby, and playing like that. Aubameyang, terrible. I could go through the whole Chelsea squad and it was terrible. And I just feel sorry for them. I really do. The owners have just made a bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. But I spoke about it in the last video, so I'm not going to go too much about it. But yeah. So that ended off the week of football. So if we look, I got the West Ham game wrong, Brighton game right, Brentford game right, United right, Bournemouth right, City right, Newcastle right, and the Arsenal right. So 7 games out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. I got 7 right, so that's not too bad. But we move. Let me know how many you got right or how you did, if you even played along. Then we're going to match week 28. So these are the games that was postponed due to the FA Cup and all that. So we got Liverpool Fulham tonight with Man City playing West Ham. Now Liverpool being at home with that, I say it was comfortable for Liverpool. It really was comfortable, and then they just sat back and just let Tottenham come, and then it was a goal, and then it was another, and then it ended 4-3. But I do think Liverpool will see this out. I don't think it'll be a comfortable game for them. I think Fulham will come and try and show, that I think the first game of the season, I think they beat. If I'm correct on, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments down below. I think they drawed the first game. So this will be a good, but I do think Liverpool walk away with this with the 3 points, fighting for 5th, putting a bit of pressure on top 4. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool, Salah to score. I'll give you that. Then we go to City West Ham. Now City being at home, I think they want a bit of a bounce back from Fulham, not scoring as many goals as they used to. Arsenal winning last night puts them top of the league. So Man City, if they win tonight, they go back top. So it's all a point to prove. West Ham fighting for it, so I'm not going to go down without a fight. But I do see Man City. I'm going to go I'm gonna go 4-1 Man City. I think they're just gonna push it a bit more, and West Ham just won't be able to deal with Haaland today. I don't think. But yeah, 4-1 Man City. Then we move on to Brighton Man United, which is tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Again, another tough game coming up. You know, it was tough in the FA Cup. You know, they took us all the way, and even some people say that they should have beat us in the FA Cup semi-final. There's parts where I agree. You know, they did play better than us in some stints of the game, but you know, it's over till it's over, and unlucky. It was just on penalties, missed a penalty, and we took the chance. So yeah, but this is different now. This could be a revenge. Being at home to Wolves, beating them 6-0. You know, it's in their favour. You know, they're getting a lot of what's it called, morale, and all the effect of winning that game 6-0 just puts all of it into this game. And I do think it'll be tough for Man United, you know, coming to them, not having the strongest team out. But, you know, at this point in time, it don't matter what team we put out, they should be fighting for us. So, this one's an hard one to predict. It could go either way. But I just think Man United is just going to edge it. I'm going to go 2-1 Man United. It won't be easy, but we'll get it done. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on these last 3 games that I've said. Liverpool, Fulham, City, West Ham, and Brighton, Liverpool. And also let me know on your score predictions on what you thought last week, and see how many you got right. And yeah, peace.